Hello everyone, this is your pilot speaking. I messed up and paused the recording a few times in this and didn't notice, so that's entirely on me. Also, the old world is having some issues right now. I'm trying to fix it, just taking some time, don't know if I can. So if it's not done by next week, we're just going to continue with this one and this mod pack. I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with her, so it's been a pain to deal with. I don't think I can get it back given the error it is giving is that the world has been corrupted. So, I'm sure it's dead now, which sucks. But stuff happens. Moving on from that, the structure I'm in is supposed to have mobs in it. I'm not sure why none spawned, given I always lock my worlds on normal mode when I first start them. My only guess is either the game glitched, or it was too close to spawn. Not like I'll complain much given the fact it was free loot for me. So, that's grand. Anything this early on helps given this world is going to be brutal for me. But that's the goal. If playing the game doesn't make me want to kill myself, it's not hard enough. I'm not a masochist. This is a common structure in my mod packs, which is cool. It's an abandoned and infested block. I think it's neat. There's a room in these with a warning posted for it being the diamond miner's room, which yes, I did get some diamonds from here. It's a rather pleasant structure past the infestation. Also yeah, my inventory is bloody awful for a while. I don't know why I kept so much rubbish for so long. I tend to hoard stuff in this game, hoping it'll be useful in the future when I know most of it isn't necessary. But I can't help that little loot goblin in my brain that demands I take everything. The only part I'm not the biggest fan of is the fact that it's cave spiders in here. But it's fine. I still overall really enjoy the structure. Glad it's in this mod pack too. I got snuck up on by a spider, which was a bit annoying, but that's my fault for focusing more on loot than I was on my surroundings. Again, loot goblin, can't help it. I'm not sure how obvious the cut is here, but I cut out the sleeping time because how long it takes, it feels rather awkward for me to just sit here and wait until the next day while recording. So I try to cut it out, along with if I forget to pause the recording so that you guys don't have to deal with the awkward waiting time period. Also, here's how the tree chopping mod works. I think it's quite neat. The falling leaves part is also a lovely touch in my opinion. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, bud. I tend to be rather indecisive when it comes to what to leave behind and keep, realizing how much I'd have to leave behind here. I do end up finally making a backpack. That is purely because a mod I installed that adds back the feature of smelting rotten flesh into leather. I'm not sure why it was removed, but I never really used it back then, so never cared all too much until now. I suppose it does make sense, given it could and probably was a very simple way to get leather, thus making it a bit too easy at times. But to me it still would have been nice to have it in the vanilla games still. I was rather tempted to buy the sword this villager has for trade. It seemed rather nice. I don't really like using swords as weapons, only doing so for the sweeping edge in videos, to be honest. I'm more for axes due to the harsher swings. They're absolutely grand to me. Swords don't swing as hard, so attack-wise, never been too interested in them. I hope that didn't come off as too picky or uptight on this topic. Just tend to lean more for a quicker end than a long-term battle. Don't see the point in dragging something out when that is completely unnecessary and only slows progression. I had to pause the game and take a step back because I ended up having a small sneezing fit. Don't know why or what caused it, but I'm alright, so no worries there. But when I came back, the Vindicator was gone for some reason, which is making me really worried about this mod pack. I half convinced myself at the time that I didn't even really see the text for it pop up. Hopefully, if and when I see this kind of structure again, this won't happen. But I will be doing some tests throughout today to try and figure out what's causing this issue so that I can patch it. I'll be honest, I don't know where the dragon is, or dragons. Given its 2 nests, they don't show up, and I never encountered them. Which sucks. I would have loved to try and fight one this episode. This mod pack seems to be freaking out for me personally. My best assumption is because my laptop is lagging when I play this, so it's causing some bugs. I don't linger for too long though, and make my way underground into the dungeon, instead of sticking on the surface, in case they were still around, and just flying about at the time. I think it was probably only one, given the fact one spawned half in the other, and most likely stopped the other from spawning in. That's it for this video. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you staying with me as I played this game. You don't have to come back. I'm truly thankful for the time you gave me, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Don't forget to get some water, a snack, and be safe, bud.